Cuban-American Dayami Montejo says she's voting for President Trump because she fears Joe Biden could turn the U.S. into a communist country.
United States can end up one day like Cuba. That was the way Fidel started in Cuba, telling the young people that they're not going to have to pay for the school.
Okay, so if free schooling doesn't work, then why is it working for these countries? Maybe you might want to mention that your country was ruled by a ruthless asshole dictator, and you guys also had an embargo problem with us, and that little thing called the Soviet Union collapsed in the early 90s and left you guys high and dry.
Montejo came to the U.S. in 1995. Now a mother and business owner in Miami, she says she trusts President Trump to save the nation from progressive Democrats.
He's really aggressive, and he says whatever he needs to say in front of anyone. I will go for Trump. Says whatever he needs to say in front of anyone. I will go for Trump.
Well, it looks like we can agree on the fact that he will say anything he needs to say.
President Trump appears to be gaining support among Cuban Americans in the Sunshine State. In 2016, he received about half of their votes. This year, nearly 60% say they will vote for him, according to a recent Florida International University poll. So what's behind the gain?
Cuban American voters respond to leadership.
Guillermo Grenier has managed the Cuban American survey for 30 years.
Whoever's in Washington is kind of drumming the drum, is setting the parameters for the narrative.
President Trump's re-election narrative centers on false claims that Biden is anti-police and supports socialism. That rhetoric has hit a nerve among exiles in Miami who have been flooded with political ads and misinformation.
Biden ha dejado clarísimo que él es la marioneta de los chavistas.
If everybody's saying it, then it must be true. And that's why they've had an enormous success with that messaging. It gets reinforced.
Pollsters say the dominance of the Republican narrative in Miami helps explain why recent Cuban arrivals are the president's most ardent supporters.
Just think, the guy you voted for is about to send your ass back packing to the place you tried so desperately to escape. And all because you couldn't stand black people. So to all my Cuban American friends who especially voted for this asshole, I want you to look at this picture, and I want you to realize that if I see you like this, I will not stop to help, and I will feel no sympathy for you, because this is exactly what you voted for, and I hope you get everything you wished.